Hi, I'm Marcus with SpeakYourMindMethod.com. So today I'm going to share 3 tips you can start implementing immediately to start overcoming those annoying stutter blocks. The first 2 tips are the more obvious ones, but the third one is a bit of a sneaky one that you probably haven't thought of before, but it might very well be the one that has the most potency to help you overcome stuttering. So be sure to stick around for that. Now, if you don't know who I am a former stutterer and I struggled with this through my teenage years and into my early 20s, but I did eventually beat stuttering and I'm now 95 to 99% fluent, and I'm here to help you do the same. So let's dive in. Tip number 1 to overcome stuttering blocks is to use Springboard words and phrases. Now here's an example of me using Springboard words and phrases. So let's say I'm at the line at Chipotle, and the most natural thing for me to say when they ask me what I would like to order would be, I would like a chicken bowl, please. If that's the natural thing, if that's when I'm walking up, that's kind of what I plan on saying. Well, your brain knows that, and your brain is smarter than you, and if you stutter, you've developed a habit of locking onto it and then fearing those upcoming stutters, fearing those blocks that are about to happen. So what can really help mitigate this and to escape that trap is to give yourself a springboard by saying it differently, by saying what you want to say but in a different way. And specifically when I say springboard, I mean putting words at the front of the phrase before you get to the meat of what you're actually trying to get across. So in the Chipotle example, that would be if I'm walking in, they ask me what I would like to order, and I say, yes, hi, how are you doing today? Let me think. I think I'm going to get a bowl. I'll do white rice, black beans, and I'll get that with chicken for the meat. Now, for me personally, CH has been one of the tougher consonants for me in the past. So did you notice how I waited to say chicken until I had gotten some momentum? But just everything that I did there, I stretched it out. I warmed myself up, got into the flow, got into the rhythm, but nobody was the wiser. Like, they don't care if you show up and say, hey, hi, how are you? And let me think. I think I'm going to get the chicken bowl with white rice. Right, so you're adding words at the front. That's what the springboard metaphor, that's where that metaphor comes in. And this is a game changer. And it's a game changer for a very specific reason. It's not about just using this and having it as a tool, but it's also, this will give you peace of mind. And here's why. So if you're in the Chipotle line and you only have one way of saying it, and you've decided, I'm just going to say, hi, I'd like a chicken bowl, please. If that's the only way that you're allowing yourself to say that phrase, then you're going to become more tense and mono-focused, which can often lead to us blocking and stuttering over our words. But there's an amazing thing that happens when you give yourself options. Mentally, you can walk into Chipotle and say, you know what? I don't have to say this one way. I can say this 5, 10, 15 different ways. An infinite number of ways, actually. You don't have to say, I'd like a chicken bowl, please, and then stutter all over your words. You can add some phrases at the beginning. Maybe add an to get started. Yeah, hi. And then just get that rhythm going. Don't get so hyper-focused on, I have to say it this way, I have to say it this way. Add some springboard words and phrases, and that is really going to help you out to combat those blocks that will inevitably come at you out of nowhere, and it'll help you to escape them and to become better with your speech. Okay, tip number 2 is take a 3-count pause. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. So actually, we are going to take 3-count pauses, but not exactly like that. So the word pause can be a bit of a bad word when we're talking about stuttering and when I'm talking to people who stutter, because when I say pause, I don't mean like pausing like this and being really choppy with your speech. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say pause, I mean very strategically reset your body. So the next time you find yourself about to block, what I want you to try is look away from the person you're speaking to and just look down or look at your watch or just grab your phone to help disguise what you're doing, and just breathe in, breathe out, and then keep the conversation moving. Like that. See? Now, this is going to feel very strange at first. It's going to feel extremely odd, and you're going to think that everyone around you also thinks it sounds extremely odd. And if you overdo it, it might come across that way. But you can disguise it. Like, you can play with your hair. You can just look down. You can pretend you have an itch on your leg. You can grab your phone for a second. There's so many things you can do to disguise it. The point is you want to reset your body and pause for a 3 count. Now, if you're like, I'm not going to do that. It's going to sound weird if I just, in the middle of the conversation, pause. Or if they ask me a question, I pause and look away. It's like, what sounds weirder? Stuttering all over your words, or taking a 3 count pause and continuing with the conversation in a more relaxed manner? Obviously, that's a rhetorical question because stuttering is always more awkward. It's always more unpleasant and stressful for others around you who you're speaking to than these little tips and tricks and techniques that we do to help us build our new habits to build fluency. So be sure to practice this over and over on your own in the comfort of your own home, and then take this out and try this over and over and let it become a habit where you can access it at any time and it becomes part of your toolbox when you feel a block about to hit you. All right, now before we get to tip number 3 and wrap up this video, I do want to let you know about a gift I have for you just for watching, and it is my Stop Stuttering workshop. This workshop is a game changer, and if you follow it from start to finish and you implement it with conviction, then I truly believe that in 6 weeks, in as little as 6 weeks, you're going to reach 90% fluency. And I mean that. It might take longer than that, but for some of you, that is way more possible than you think. So, link is in the description. It's really going to help you out, so don't miss out on the growth and this skill building, because that's what we're doing. We're building skills and we're changing habits. And so if you want a plan to really give you some momentum, be sure to download that. All right, let's move on to tip number 3. Okay, tip number 3. This is a bit of a sneaky one. You may never have thought of this one before, but anecdotally from my own experience, this was an absolute game changer, a lifesaver, and that is to focus on relaxing your legs and your feet. Now, I'm personally not a huge fan of telling people who stutter to just use the broad word of relax. Just relax. It's like, that doesn't work. Most of the time, that doesn't work. But what can really work is if you target and focus that relaxation to a specific area of your body. And for me, that is my legs and especially my feet. If I'm talking to someone, or if I start to feel a bit tense, or if I'm in a stressful situation, if I intently focus on just relaxing my legs, relaxing my feet, it helps me avoid stutter blocks so much more effectively. Now, let me ask you this. What do most stutterers do with their legs, especially when they're sitting down? Their legs doing this, right? That is not helping you. And most stutterers have that little tick where we're just always tense all the time, and we're doing this with their legs, just bumping it up and down. So you really want to practice relaxing your legs, relaxing your feet, and remind yourself, put a reminder on your phone, put a sticky note on your laptop or on your mirror, whatever you need to do to really start focusing and to use that as a tool for when you feel like you're in a stressful situation or you're about to block. Tell yourself, feet relax, legs relax. I found for me, this is the most potent of any direction of where I tell any muscles in my body to relax. It's my feet and my legs. So let me know in the comments if this works for you, or if it doesn't, or if there's another part of your body where you focus relaxation on and that helps you even more than legs and feet. So those are 3 tips for overcoming stutter blocks. Now, if you want to go deeper and you want to get yourself a step-by-step daily routine, a map, if you will, to achieve in as little as 6 weeks 90% fluency. If that sounds attractive to you, then you need to go watch my free Stop Stuttering workshop. I give you a daily routine, a plan. I give you a bunch of stuff beyond just, the 3 tips in this video. This is much more in depth and it's absolutely free, so there's no reason for you to not check it out. And I truly believe it has the potential to completely change your life and set you on the path and give you that momentum to start building new habits and to start speaking your mind and say what you want to say without blocking and stuttering. So link is in the description. It's 100% free. Thank you so much again for watching. I will see you in another video. I'm Marcus with speakyourmindmethod.com. See you next time.